Holiday Inn. Get the hotel Holiday Inn. The hotel Holiday Inn. Holiday Inn. Welcome back to Drive With Me. I'm so sorry I didn't post last week. If you can kind of hear it in my voice, I am a little sick. I am taking my allergy pill when I get my fucking drink. I have 2 videos that I made, and so I think those are just going to be in an archive for now. And I'll put in the beginning of the video, like, hey, this was actually, like, recorded on this date. So some of the stuff may or may not make sense. Why are you slowly going? That is not at all how that works. Like, at all. Y'all don't know how to drive. Holiday Inn. I feel bad because I just made the order.
Hi, what can I get for you?
Hi, I have a mobile order for Sprout.
Alrighty, just you at the window.
Thank you.
Do you want a straw, please?
Yes, please.
She started now. She's decorating herself.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You too. That was quick. Anyways. But, so I tried filming this video yesterday, right? And I already put in the order for my Starbucks. And it was sunny, it was hot. It was 48 yesterday, I think. No, it was 42 yesterday. And it was like humid out for like no apparent reason. Like, I'm talking, there was no need. And so I had my phone right here, and of course this is right at my window. So my phone heated up and I could not record, and it was in the middle of me driving too, and I was in the middle of a sentence. So I was just like, fuck it, we're scrapping it, and I'll do this tomorrow. And I looked at the weather and it was cloudy, and I was like, yes, 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 yes. So I think it was meant to happen today. And I am a little bit better than I was yesterday, so that's a plus. Me being sick is kind of ironic for the video, because the question is, how do you keep moving even when you feel like you don't feel like getting up? And here's what's up. Okay, 9 times out of 10, when I wake up in the morning, I have an alarm every day for 9:50, 9:55, and 10 o'clock. 9 times out of 10, I snooze all those alarms and I set a timer on my phone for like 30 minutes, and I wake up at like 10:30. So why do I have the alarms on if I'm just gonna fucking snooze them? Well, I'm still gonna get up. It's just the idea of me getting up, and the idea of, oh, I'm just gonna take a nap and then I'll be right back up. That helps me more. It's a little hot in here. But how do you even get out of bed if you don't have an alarm, or you keep snoozing the alarm, or whatever the heck? Sometimes it's not even about getting out of bed, it's doing something. Next to my bed, I have a book, I have a journal, and I have my phone. I try to stay off my phone as much as I can, but even if it's doing one of those three things for 5 minutes, then I'm telling myself, okay, I can do something. I can get up. I can move. Even if it's getting up to use the restroom, even if it's getting up to brush my teeth, even if it's getting up to do something else for a moment, I'm still getting up and actively doing something to better myself. Now, with that knowledge and that logic, you can do other things. Until I woke up at like, I want to say 10:35 today. I was in my bed from like 10:35 until like noon, got up, took a shower, went back to my bed. Okay, I got up and did something. And me getting up to go take that shower told myself, okay, I can get up and go do this video that I've been telling myself that I need to do. Because today is the perfect weather for it. Today is the day that I'm feeling better to get up and out of bed. Now, of course, if you're sick and you're bedridden, that's another thing. But how do you get up without having the motivation? You need to have that little spark of serotonin that, okay, I did something. Because if you don't have that little tiny spark of, okay, I did this, then you're not going to be able to do other things. There are some days when I go to edit a video, I only edit for 5 minutes. And there's other days I do it for an hour. Okay, I did it. I still edited. I still moved stuff around. I still did something with the video that's going to better me in the long run. The things you do in your day don't necessarily have to be something that better you in the moment. It can be something that can better you in the long run. Whether it's reading for 5 minutes. Currently, I'm reading A Creative Act, The State of Being, I think, or The State of Being, State of Doing, something like that, by Rick Rubin. I'll put it on the screen somewhere. Because I just finished Heated Rivalry. We'll go over that. But day or night, one of the two, I'm reading a couple pages. Because even if it's a book that I don't instinctively enjoy, it's nonfiction. It's a nonfiction book, okay? I don't always like nonfiction, right? Because I've been reading fiction for the past 6 fucking books. But I'm still gonna keep doing it because I'm learning stuff from the book. And not every day am I doing the same thing. For some people, it's having a routine that keeps them going, keeps them motivated, because you're constantly doing the same thing every day. I don't like routines. I've never stuck to a routine. The only routine that I'm sticking to is when I get up, really. And that still varies. But if you find something, find anything, find one little thing that keeps you up, you're going to stay motivated, you're going to stay couldn't tell you how many times I skipped class because I was not feeling it. But having motivation can sometimes be so hard. It's insane. And that's just being a human. It's so hard to keep having the same emotion. It's so hard to keep being happy. It's so hard to keep being calm. Because our bodies are not supposed to stay in one emotion. We're supposed to be alert. We're supposed to be reactive. That's my little TED Talk for the day. Reading wise, I have finished. I finished Heated Rivalry, like the whole Game Changer series. Okay. I'm dead. I'm waiting for Unrivaled. When it comes, I'm opening that bitch up and I'm reading it all in one sitting. I feel like I've been amping up the amount of pages per book that I've been reading. Whole Game Changer series, it varied around. The first one was like 300. Heated Rivalry was 300. 3 of them were like 200 something. And the last one was like 350. And then the book that I'm reading now is 404. I'm not into nonfiction, but I'm trying to be. The closest in my mind that I've gotten to enjoying nonfiction is poetry. I find poetry to be a creative act of a reflection of ourselves in a way that is nonfiction. It can be expressive and we can choose different words for different parts of ourselves, yes, and different things that we felt in our lives. But I feel as though, and I've always felt as though, as poetry is it autobiography, biography, whatever it is, of ourselves expressed in different words. And I love poetry. I say that as a person who has written poetry. I'm not saying it as a person who's just read poetry. I have written it, I have read it, everywhere is everywhere. That's what I felt like doing that. I don't have that tattooed on me. Oh my god. Okay, so in my intro video, I talked about having tattoos, but that was like, I still have the same tattoos, but I never really talked about them.